Hello, dear viewers. Welcome to our today's show. Today is a very brand new show to which we are bringing you stories concerning agribusiness. And today we are in Kerugoya, and here in Kagio we are at Fostera Farm. And at Fostera Farm, there are great things that you can be able to learn through which agribusiness can make you advance and become a great farmer. It's not a must you go to the office and sit down and work there from the office. I mean, the farm can be your office. Well, stay tuned so that you can learn more on how to grow via agribusiness. Welcome. To here with me today, I have a farmer. His name is Hiram Kengara. Yes, Hiram Kengara is an agribusiness farmer. He will tell us specifically what he does and what he grows and how he's able to mix up his farming together with his poultry, as well as doing organic fertilizer. Stay tuned, you learn, and you get more info. Welcome. Welcome to our show. This is Farmers TV. Tell us what your name is and what you do here in Kerugoya at Kagio.
Okay. Good morning, viewers. First of all, I just introduce my name as Hiram Kengara Okundi. I'm an agribusiness farmer.
Okay, you said you're an agribusiness farmer. What made you become an agribusiness farmer? Because many farmers, they do farming, but they don't venture that much into agribusiness.
What motivated me, first of all, in agribusiness is why I started, first of all, why I started in a foreign land, that is in India, where I could see with the limited resources in India, people are using whatever they have just to maximize. For the India has a bigger population, and they have to cultivate in order to feed the population. And then also when I came to Kenya, then I realized something else, that is only in agribusiness. Also, people can be able to earn a living. Particularly at this time, we have the job cuts in our country. We don't have many people getting absorbed in our job market. So, but people have to eat, feed at the same time.
Okay, here at Fostera Farm, your farm is called Fostera. How did you start this farm?
Fostera Farm, first of all, Fostera means, it's an acronym which says, I would try to elaborate it, means Fostera is fostering technologies in rural areas. So, the technologies, some of the technologies I've already have started in my farm is where of making cheap and available fertilizers, purely organic fertilizer. For farmers who are having small farms, they can be able, without a lot of money, with a few animals, to provide with manure for doing business in agri businesses. So here in Fostera, we keep poultry. Also, we keep some few wild birds, which are permitted by Kenya Wildlife Services. And also in farming, also where we farm bananas using the phosphonic fertilizer, which is available with the local available materials. And also demonstrate to you some of these things which have been able to make agribusiness, particularly Fostera, to break even.
Okay, now since here in Fostera Farm you make agribusiness widely, majorly let us major now on the organic fertilizer. How did you start doing the organic fertilizer?
First of all, I did research through the internet. So it's when I came across a feature in the internet whereby it was elaborating how to use the local materials like the weeds, what allows you. And then I came to realize about how from there is about the mixing with the consultation with some soil experts. Then I came up with my original formula to make it.
And according to your technology and your knowledge, do you think this organic fertilizer really helps in the shamba? What is your take on the organic fertilizer that you make?
This organic fertilizer, not only mine, has been said very many times by agricultural experts, but not only in Kenya, all over the world. Actually, organic fertilizer are the best because they actually improve the soil texture, and also they have no side effect because they're just making the soil just the way it's supposed to be. Like the ancient times where people never used to apply fertilizers, but they used to farm in their own way, in a natural, they used to feed. So it's like bringing and also lowering some other hidden dangers which actually taking up within because of the dumping of the chemicals in the form of fertilizers in our soils, making our soils also infertile, also lowering our productivity. And do you know the productivity is going down in Kenya and our population is high, whereby it should be the other way around. The population should be lower, the production a bit higher. So with the limited lands, particularly in central Kenya, in short, now we have, because also the land for rearing animals is also becoming minimized. This is one of the farmers, the one way of the farmers, they can, very many farmers, particularly in Kenya or all over, they can be able to adapt in order to sustain themselves and earn something from it. One advantage about this fertilizer is locally available. Some of the materials we use, they are available. We just waste them. It's like the use of the waste. And some of these have been neglected for a long time. People have never known about them. Like now, people are learning chickens. I've never heard about chickens. What about the eggs? The eggs, the byproducts are the eggs, the eggshells. Eggs have been thrown, and it has these are the availability of the materials makes these kind of agribusinesses to break even very fast than the other businesses.
Talking about the making of organic fertilizers, maybe you can tell us by specifically telling us each byproduct and what nutrients it provides while making this organic fertilizer.
Yeah, I'll try to give the components of the phosphonic fertilizer which applies in my farm, which it is phosphonic fertilizer, purely organic. It is composed of around 4 products. It is composed of stinging nettle. Stinging nettle. This is a pot of stinging nettle. I've just put it in a stinging nettle. Then it's also which in diluted form, it is composed of very many minerals which are necessary, not only for the plants, even for the people, and also acts as pest repellent. Then it's also composed of, also you have eggshells. These are the byproducts of the eggs. These are part of the eggshells powder, which also use it in our fertilizer. Then we have another plant, we call it Titonia. It's also we use it mostly in for fencing, particularly in central Kenya, and people know use it for feeding goats. That's enough for them, and sheep, particularly goats. Then we have another plant, also use it in our fertilizer. It's known as comfrey. Many people may not be aware of comfrey, but it's also a good plant. So these plants, these materials, the reason why I use these materials, I'll start elaborating the importance of from starting with a stinging nettle. Nettle has most of the minerals which are very helpful to the plant in diluted form. So that's one of the most important about the use of the stinging nettle. The eggshells powder, which is available all over because of after you people eating eggs, just throw them away even in our farms, wherever, even in our hotels. They are very rich in calcium, which is very important, particularly in our bananas, also in our chicken. We also use it for making of the chicken feeds. Then we go to Tittonia. Tittonia has potassium, which is very important also to our bananas, and also has another vitamin. We call it vitamin, not potassium really. It's phosphorus. It's phosphorus. Then we go to comfrey. Comfrey is one which has the potassium, and also very rich in vitamin B12. Instead of using the seed boost we buy from our market, the vitamin B12 in that plant, it helps in the root development, particularly of a plant. So the plant is able to feed very easy. It's very easy. So all these products, we mix them the way they are for certain levels. Then we wait for around 2 to 3 weeks where they are able to get dissolved. Then we drain this fertilizer. We drain it and we store it. You can store it for a longer period, but at a cool place. Then it can be used available. I also make it for farmers who are in need of it with orders about this fertilizer. From there, I think I will be able to show you part of how they have done to my farm, how they have made my farm to shine, particularly in bananas. You can see. And also we do apply it in some other, also we put it for, particularly for Kienyeji chicken. There is a scientific that is going on. They have done some developments of which they promote the growth after taking some in vitro forms, but as a certain measures.
Well, viewers, you've learned and you've known how Mr. Hiram here, a farmer who does agribusiness, is able to achieve and acquire some living through making fertilizer. Well, we'll take a short break, but when we'll be back, we'll be showing you how this organic fertilizer is made, so that at least you can be able to buy some and invest in your farming. And maybe if you see his farm, you shall be able to understand what is this organic fertilizer, what is it that you as a farmer is missing to increase your production. We'll be back.
Viewers, this is how we make organic fertilizer. First we get the stinging nettle, around 2 kgs, put it in a bucket. Then you also collect the Tittonia.
Viewers, as earlier you have seen that how Mr. Hira makes his organic fertilizer, which is very simple, no complications, it's just a matter of mixing. Well, that was the formula. Now, here we are going to show you how you're supposed to use your fertilizer in order to add nutrients to your soil. Mr. Hiram, show us how we're supposed to do the usage of the phosphoric fertilizer.
Hello viewers, once again, here now you are in the farm where you are going to demonstrate about the usage of it. So these fertilizers can be utilized in under two systems. Once they can be sprayed or can be applied directly to the plant. Here you are in one farm where you have already planted bananas, the giants FIH and bananas. Just they are 1 week old, almost 1 week old. These are the fertilizers which are supposed to be can be applied weekly or twice in a month or thrice in a month. It has no limit because has no side effect. So viewers, I think what you are now going to do, you are going to see how it is can be applied. These fertilizers, first of all, you put it in water. That's in a ratio for application directed to the root zone. You apply it, that's 1 liter of it to 10 liters of water. So after mixing it, this automatically is a liquid, it has no problem. Then I have 1 liter, then you can be able to use any container, just 1 liter of it now in that solution of 10 liters of water. Then you apply directly. You apply directly to the plant. That's near the root zone. Near the root zone. That's how we do it.
Viewers, as I had told you earlier, here at the Fostera farm, Mr. Hiram does not do only organic fertilizer, but he also has his own poultry production. And on this section, he has something very unique not many farmers know about. This is a very, very nice trick. Hope you learn from him. He rears guinea fowls together with chicken. I won't tell you which one, but just hear it from the horse's mouth. Mr. Hiram, tell us about your poultry production.
This Fostera poultry division, actually it's a part of the agribusiness on our side of Fostera. Here we keep guinea fowls plus Kienyeji chicken, the original Kienyeji chicken, and they also keep some few broilers.
Mr. Hiram, why did you decide to mix guinea fowl with Kienyeji chicken?
The reason I decided to do that, it is after keeping, earlier on I used to keep exotic chicken plus guinea fowl. Then I found that when I mixed the exotic chickens, guinea fowls being a carrier of certain diseases, it actually, when you treat these chickens, even if you try like the chickens will die after some time, but they won't resist some of the diseases actually possessing these wild birds, because the birds themselves, they are carriers of certain diseases. But if you keep the Kienyeji chicken, they are bit resistant. So that's why I decided to go on with mixing the Kienyeji chicken plus the guinea fowl. The other advantage about the issue of keeping guinea fowls, which you have to be licensed by Kenya Wildlife Services in order to keep them, is because of the extracts of the eggs, the eggshells. Usually we get it from these birds, which are particularly for the guinea fowl. They are very rich in calcium, also for our Kienyeji, and also for mixing to enrich our fertilizers. I had to come up with another to think of about the byproduct, how I'll be getting my materials and which are more richer, because if you compare the eggshells of the guinea fowl, it's more harder, more rich in calcium, unlike the chicken. So these are the two main advantages about keeping these birds together. The other thing is about these birds. They can be able, the particular Kenya, they can be able to tolerate the guinea fowl, because the guinea fowls are a bit noisy, and unlike the other birds. And also these birds, if you they are particularly the neck and neck chicken, which my viewers, I think you can be able to see it from the camera. They are a bit hand and more resistant than other Kenyeji chicken. So giving more advantage over diseases, and also giving more advantages also about the hardness, because they are also handy. The naked chicken, plus guinea fowl, they're handy. The other thing people, they don't know about the guinea fowl. The guinea fowl keep away the intruders, particularly the snakes. So they protect the chicken at the same time. So the mongoose which actually affect the chickens cannot actually come by, because immediately the guinea fowl senses, they start making some noise, and the guinea fowl and the mongoose actually run away.
Talking about the feeding, how do you, the way you feed the chicken, is it the same way you feed the guinea fowls, or the guinea fowls have a different method of feeding?
Guinea fowl, in captivity, they don't have any extra form of feeding, because you feed with a homemade, ready-made food. The only thing we add more is about the actual powder which actually mix. You also add it more, and also because they are scratching birds, you have to keep adding more some protein levels. You have to increase the protein levels and the other minerals which are required by the birds.
I've seen that in your farm you have mixed the white and the black guinea fowls. Maybe in the guinea fowl side, what are the byproducts? And these byproducts, how are they done value addition, apart from the eggshells that you've told us they are rich in calcium and use them in the phosphoric fertilizer? What other byproducts does guinea fowls give?
Well, in my farm, like now, you have one of the endangered species, the white one, which is not available with so many farmers. And also we have the feathers actually they actually get which they actually remove themselves during a certain season. We also sell these feathers to some people for beauty purposes, where they use some dyes and make some earrings. So this is one of the other advantages about the byproducts.
What about the meat of the guinea fowl? Is it cooked? And what is
the meat of it is a bit sweet than the chicken. It's delicious. In fact, it's delicious. It's one of the delicious meat, unlike the Kenyeji chicken. So you will really enjoy it.